Come on, meow.
Meow.
Yeah, I got to say, after our little getaway to Oak Island together,
Yeah.
I did let the mustache go and I let it grow, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But it worked. Like, it looked purposeful.
When you say worked, what was the purpose of the mustache?
No, I just was trying it out. Like,
Yeah.
as Beck said, it's Movember month, so if you're ever going to try something like that, that's the time to do it because no one's going to really question on it.
And I think mustaches are meant to be terrible. It's not often they're like, oh man, that looks like really suits you.
Yeah.
It's like there's only a couple of people you see that.
Welcome to Postbox Roulette.
And Beck hated it, but at the same time, she really liked it.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what it is. It's disgusting, but it looks good.
This
You need
is
to
the
keep
problem
it.
with women is they don't know what they want.
No, and I said, well, you like it.
Yeah.
And she's like, yep. I said, well, come over here. No, get away. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to, no mustache ride happened. So
No?
I
That's
tried.
terrible.
But I did tell you one thing. I went to a work Christmas party, like a function thing for the state. I had 3 people come up and touch it. It was really strange.
Is that awkward?
It was very awkward.
Was it more dudes than chicks? What's the ratio?
It was a bit of both. Well, so it was 3. So it was 2 of one and 1 of the other.
Did they think it was fake? That's why they were... coming up?
No, they were interested by it.
Yeah.
They're like, it looks great. And other people just laughed.
Mm.
And it works.
I thought it was pretty sexy, Lucas.
Did you have the handlebars still on?
No, I got
Nah,
rid of them.
yeah.
I had it pointed down to the sides. So I was
Yeah.
getting ready to almost like curl it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the curl's good.
Yeah. I looked a bit like Jim Carrey out of one of his movies where he's got a big thick mustache.
That's the worst description ever.
Yeah.
He
I'm
did
like that actor.
Me,
when he
Myself,
had
and
a mustache.
Irene. Like he looked like a real in that.
Yeah.
Or like his Sonic one or something.
Yeah.
You guys saw my one that I did when I did like the 3-month one with the big
curl.
12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was pretty good.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah,
I liked that.
but
Yeah.
it's a lot of work.
You waxed that bad boy up too, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just like sort of looked like the boss from the bad guy from Sonic.
Robotnik.
You know, he has that
Yeah.
like that really bad wispy end bits.
Yeah.
It looked pretty bad.
That's cool.
It was definitely very red.
Gosh, I need this thing for a can. Oh my gosh, I'm such a...
Why can't you lift it with your finger?
I'm so glad we've got that on video.
Yeah.
Got no nails. Well, cheers, lads.
Do you want to get your diaphragm out before we?
First one back for a while.
Cheers.
So good.
Welcome. It feels good, guys. It feels good to
Be back shooting the shit in the shed.
get all the cables plugged in again. Watch Dan struggle for 20 minutes
Yeah.
before we start up again.
I worked out why I'm always so angry on the podcast. It's because I spent 20 minutes fighting the IT that I should know how to do better.
He's angry at the IT and I just angry at you.
I was going to say, what's your
Yeah.
excuse, Lucas?
Yeah,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Yes, I know. Well, guys, welcome back to the show. As everyone, I'm sure you've worked out, this is Postbox Roulette. I am Matthew.
I'm Lucas.
I'm Dan.
Oh, it just fits like a glove. That just worked so naturally.
Like we've done it before.
That's
Yeah.
seamless.
Welcome back to the show, guys. We really appreciate you tuning in and listening, writing in your questions.
That's it. User-based submissions. We take all your topics come through, topics, questions, would you rathers, one-worded things. We put them in envelopes, pull them out at random, and that makes our content. So
You can send anything. You could send a YouTube video URL and we could
Whatever.
link it.
Yep.
Like send whatever you want.
I was
anything.
listening back to some old episodes. One of my favorites was, I still don't know who it was, but do you remember the Isa trip? And there was one, it was like almost a confession where they were late to work because
Yeah.
they hooked up with
Yep.
someone.
Yep.
I haven't got to the
Yeah.
bottom of that one.
No, because I don't go around asking all the people that listen.
Yeah. But that
did
was a
you write
favorite.
through?
Like a semi-confession was
Yeah, that's
very
pretty cool.
Yeah.
interesting.
We've had
Yeah.
confessions, then we've had, tell us a secret. We've had all sorts of stuff. But, write in your confessions. It's always fun to have a bit of a play with it.
Yeah.
I reckon we should do giveaways for confessions.
Yeah.
Like that's like it's awesome and it's exciting. People want to listen to that. So
We're open to anything.
yeah.
The new year will bring new things.
I will
Nice.
send you one beer.
It
Anywhere
will be hot.
anywhere in Australia.
It would just be in a snap bag. We won't send it.
No can. It will not be in its can.
You know when you're in like Thailand, they give you the drink in the plastic bag.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Dan.
You get a plastic
Yeah.
bag and a paper straw and a beer and you'll be happy,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Turtle survival kit.
Yeah, that could be a fun one. We could definitely do like themed, like we get enough submissions in about one thing, we could do like a confessions episode and a secrets episode.
We've got to do a version of the bingo card yet. That was one that was sent
Yeah.
through to us. So we've got to do a drinking game with that. So
If you have been listening for a while, we talk about doing a lot of things that we don't actually do.
we need you guys to keep us honest and
Yeah.
make us do it. So if you've asked us to do something, tell us in person, make us do it. If we've forgotten what it is, we need to do more challenges. It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
Now we'll get this footage running up and going, and then we'll be able to, make sure we get it for you.
My biggest
on
fear
YouTube.
with the footage is it's going to show how many times I move away from the microphone to burp.
Yeah. It'll
It's,
give away our secrets.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the amount of times I readjust.
Yeah.
Pull it all out and put
That's
it back
because you're
in.
not wearing Nobby's undies, mate.
Yeah.
Well, not yet.
Yeah,
They're coming.
yeah.
They're coming. They're on the way. I've already
Yeah.
seen them turn up in the mailbox, but they're going to be wrapped up under the tree.
Yeah.
Cool. Should
Lucas,
we
do the
get back
honours.
to- Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I like being the first.
Start in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you. All right. What is the best pie flavor?
Ooh, great question.
Great question. I'll just have to stick with my. Well, actually, what did I change
Can
my
I
heart
guess?
recently?
You
Oh,
got
yes, I like this.
curry chicken.
No.
And you're a kidney or liver.
Ugh.
He's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't do curry.
Well, what about, is it a chicken one? You'll have like a
It's
non-traditional
like a chicken
pie.
and vegetables.
Yeah.
No, it's steak, bacon, and cheese.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
traditional as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But then recently, we've been getting these ones at work, and they're creamy chicken and camembert.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
But I still think I'd go back to the proper
Chicken.
like chunky steak with cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
Alright.
So good.
I'll jump in quick because then we need to guess Dan's, right?
Don't say kidney and liver.
No,
please.
Dan is right. Steak and kidney is my favorite. Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's good for
Amazing.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've had one. I think I just feel like kidney.
No,
No,
you got to
I'm
give it
gonna
a crack
stay with
then. If honestly, like if you had one, you hate it, I'll be like, fair enough. You haven't had one, you need to try one.
You kidding me? You never tried it?
Liver alone.
That's not so funny.
All right, I'm gonna guess for Dan. He's all right.
My wife actually knows this. I rarely eat pies, but she knows
Is
the
a
one.
dirty mince meat, and it's going to be a
No,
pepper
no,
steak.
no.
Pepper. Oh, yeah.
First guess, pepper steak.
It's just yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking just a straight steak is what I would have said.
Oh,
But
Dan's
like a
never
good,
that straight down the line.
no,
He's
but just a
always gonna be
good
spicy.
quality steak. I
Yeah,
reckon,
like
one.
full chunks
Yeah,
of steak
yeah.
that like
Chunks good.
takes a while to
Yeah,
get through. Yeah.
You guys are beefies boys, aren't you? You like beefies?
Yeah, I'll have
Yeah.
beefies. When we come
I
back
haven't
from the
had
sunny
beefies.
coast.
Oh, you
we'll-
haven't?
Next time you're coming back from Noosa, it's
Yeah.
like halfway on the way back.
Yeah, I know where it is. I just haven't bothered.
Yeah. I find beefies is good. Look, I like Yatla. Friend of the show, Lindsay.
Nah.
Not a big fan.
Back in the day, Yatla pies were where it was at,
Yeah.
but they're just like the cheap old mincemeat.
No,
It's-
they're not.
they're gross.
I
There's
disagree.
more water in there than gravy.
I disagree. The filling is not.
You
as
might be
bad.
ordering the wrong ones or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know.
If you're ordering a chicken camembert, you're ordering wrong.
Yeah.
No, it was a
That's not a pie.
beef. It's like the beef, steak, and cheese, but it's not steak. It's
What-
like beef, bacon, and
What do
cheese.
you look for in a pie?
Oh, I just want it to be good.
That's a terrible
Yeah.
answer.
I don't know, like you said, like real thick sort of gravy, chunky steak.
Mhm. I think
be bacon,
just-
nice flaky pastry.
When you say just want it to be good, it's like when you leave feedback, it's like just make them better.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You know what you're doing wrong.
I think
You
a
know
key
what needs to be
component
better.
is the structure of the pie holds together
Yep.
as you're eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, and you wouldn't be able to
The
eat
crumble.
it without having to use the tin at the bottom
Yeah.
to support it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
If you're relying on that, it's
Yeah.
not strong enough.
Pie in hand, one-handed, you should be able to
Yeah,
eat. Yeah, I
a
feel.
pie you can eat in the car.
Yeah,
That's like a
Yep.
yeah.
a tribute to. A
Have you
good
tried
pie.
to have a traveller? Those things don't travel well.
No,
you
I
can't
don't
eat
know.
them in the car. They're
I
crazy.
always thought a traveller was an erection, but I don't know.
like
I haven't tried to eat one of them in the car.
they're pretty wide. You got to like
Hang on, is erection or the pie?
both.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you're eating the pie the wrong way around.
No,
Turn
but
it
like,
on the short
they're
edge.
long and thin. But I thought it was matching my smile. Yeah, I find that they're not a very good option.
Yeah, the traveller. Yeah,
Maybe it's because they're made by like cheap mass-produced brands and they've been in the hot box for 3
Yeah,
days.
probably.
yeah. It's that one you get from 7-Eleven at 1 o'clock in the morning. when
Yeah,
that's all you want.
and all the other ones are either like cold or like missing and empty.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, it's a pie. I'll eat it.
Do you get a pie often?
Not really.
No.
I go sausage roll before a pie usually.
Really? Yeah, okay.
I'd be lucky to have 5 pies a year.
No way.
Yeah, not much.
Really?
Mm.
All right.
Cream pie?
Well, I'm all about cream pies.
You've given me a good
But
segue there because I was.
That's
all
the
right.
same 5 a year.
What about like dessert pies? Do you guys do dessert pies at all?
Just say cream pie.
Oh, come on. Like an apple pie or a caramel pie or something.
No,
No.
not really. Like I think I've had one recently, but it was at your house.
Yeah. Which one? The caramel thing.
No, the apple one your wife made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got good pie.
It was just the one from the freezer, I think, but it was good.
Apple pie's good.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate a good apple pie, but I'll just rarely get one.
Yeah, okay. I can't believe you blokes have so few pies.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. I don't
we
know.
aren't on the road as much as you
Yeah, it's true. Well,
Mm.
yeah.
used to be.
I just swing by Yatla, jump in, get a pie, get a sausage roll.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
Nice
There we
one.
go. All right,
Cool.
who's up
Well, that
next
was the
then?
question about pies.
Pies,
Let's,
pies.
um,
I'm going to go. I'm diving in.
It doesn't matter. There's three of us, so we're going to go around in a circle in one way or another.
A triangle.
We don't have to let Matt have one.
This is true.
Real envelopes for the people watching on the video. Oh, there's 2 in this one. Hold on.
Lucas,
One-
sorry, Jen, I didn't jump in. What is wrong with you? What are you listening?
I can hear the background, but I can hear it better through the microphone than I can when I take the headphones
Yeah,
off.
but it doesn't seem to record. So
It's just strange. And then those watching at home, watching me look like an idiot.
there's 2. I don't know if they're meant to go together, but this is a one word.
I think
I don't think they are.
I think we
they're
do
separate.
both of them. If they're in an envelope,
Yeah.
if they're
Do
in
they
an
work
envelope,
together or not? No, were they in an envelope?
Nah, they're different. So I'm going to leave that to you,
All
if
right.
you don't mind.
that's all right.
And
Or put it in there.
one word, it's a good word, moist.
What do you think of when you think of moist?
I think of in between my thighs after I've gone for a run.
Oh, that's not what I think.
Yeah, it's moist.
I pretty much go straight to sex.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer
I-
to use nicer words.
I just
Relations.
Yeah.
I just think about how much people don't like it. And
Why?
how whenever someone says it, I always picture it being said in a seedy way.
Yeah.
It's not just
Yeah.
moist; it's moist.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
When
moist.
it's grouped with the word discharge,
Mm.
it excels. Yeah.
That's
But-
too far.
Yeah. But no, moist, just positive vibes for me. So I'm either thinking about sex or cake.
I don't ever think I've ever said a cake was moist.
All I want is a moist cake in my life. Like, you know when you have a cake and
How cake was it dry? No, it was moist.
Yeah.
Moist.
You just want a moist cake. You know you do.
And like, do you like put your finger in to test the?
Yeah.
The
You need to see
moistness.
that you want it to bounce back, but not too quick.
It's the same way you test everything for moistness.
It's like with cricket when you're doing the
Stick your finger
with cricket pitch, you put the.
Yeah, you stick your keys in occasionally. You
Yeah.
just see how it's going.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bowl, in the bowl, son.
Yeah. That's it's a great word.
Yeah,
I think words get too much power,
I think so.
and like that's a tame word, but like the C bomb gets it's rated. I use it very very regularly, and I use it as not a derogatory term,
Yeah.
and it's just I don't care, and like not really words are like you only put the weight on it that it deserves, and like the N word is no good,
Yeah.
and a few are the G word for the people that live north of us.
Goonsack.
It starts with the same sort of thing.
Yeah, cool.
But
Okay,
yeah. So like those ones, I think, because they've got like a historical thing,
Yeah.
I gotta
they
say,
deserve
though,
the weight. But swear words, they get too much weight.
Yeah.
the N word's a tricky one. Like you look at the N word and it's a no, can't say it.
Yeah.
But then people of that culture
They can
refer
own it
to
though,
themselves as that.
because they've taken that off the people that used it to
you're like,
slander them.
oh.
So that's like a power move in their part. They're like, you call me that, cool, that's where I am. And then
But what about people who are naturally C bombs? Do they own it?
well, like, maybe that's why I'm so accustomed to it. Is that where you're leading to?
Oh, maybe something like that.
I do find it weird though that the N word is a weird one though.
It is a weird one.
Like how they use it so freely.
Yeah.
And it
Um,
changed
it's-
in our time, right?
But it has changed. That's
Yeah.
right. But you know, if anyone else was to say it now, the Caucasian, whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like such a derogatory thing.
The other one that I've always been a bit like not a fan of is like the F word for homosexuals.
Oh, yeah,
A group
yeah.
of sticks together, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it just seems like a really rough word to describe them by.
I
Do you
think
know?
the shortened version, the 3-letter version,
Yeah.
can be used in like a you silly
Yeah,
and
in
in
a
like
bit of a-
like kind of a playful way.
Yeah,
but
but
the
the
full
full
version never is like.
Yeah.
It's pretty harsh.
It's pretty.
It's an
gross thing to
abrupt
say,
word.
Yeah. Did you? That word got used in The Simpsons. Have you
Oh,
seen
really?
that? Yeah.
I don't
But they
remember.
used it in its like
The
actual
sticks.
context. Yeah. And it was like, who's the nerdy kid in The Simpsons?
Nelson. No, Millhouse.
No, the really nerdy one.
Ralph.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Hey,
but,
choose. Yeah.
but the really nerdy kid in The Simpsons, and they were a camp.
Millhouse.
No,
It's Millhouse.
it's not Millhouse.
no, his name's Milfhouse.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. But anyway, and he goes,
Ned Flanders.
oh my God. He goes, I've got a stick here, and by a singular stick is
think
so
I've-
weak. But he goes, when I get multiple sticks together, I've got a multi. And I'm like, I can't believe that gets played on primetime TV, but I guess it's the legit word. So,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
And now, like, you're not even allowed to say its real meaning.
Yeah.
It's like I can't say you're gay, as in like you're happy, because like people will just assume it's saying like a derogatory term now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So good.
Moist.
Yeah, moist.
Moist. All right. That was for the ASMR. Here we go, guys. Dan popped this cherry for me already, so
It's a double envelope.
I'll read it. What's your favorite car that you have owned?
Have owned. Okay, cool. That's good.
Mine is so weird. I think it's probably my current car.
Not the MX-5?
Actually, no. I've had a lot of cars that
The
I
XD
really
Falcon?
like.
Yeah.
The XD
ESP?
may be the most fun I've had in a car.
Is that the biggest regret that you got rid of it?
Well, I didn't get rid of it. It got stolen.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we could have salvaged it, but we
Yeah.
didn't. So the XD was awesome. It's still the car that had the best steering I've
Yeah.
ever driven, like hands down.
Yep.
And then I had the MX-5, and then now I've got this, the wonderful Laser.
Yep.
I'm in. I reckon the Laser's probably my favorite car.
Yeah, it's a cool car.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just cool to have a car that you love and like respect a bit, but it's not worth a lot, so you don't. It's
care
weird
as
to say,
much.
but you don't care. That sounds like a bad thing to say, but
Yep.
like something that you're not worried about, like scratching the internals
Yeah.
or like not worrying too much.
And if like someone's parked a little bit over, like right on the line, you're like,
Yeah.
oh well, I'm just gonna park next
like
to them
it's
anyway.
already got dents in it,
Yeah.
and it's all this, and it's well loved, and I don't know. Somehow that makes it my favorite car.
It's a bit of a time capsule though. Like that rig is in better condition than any other one of
Oh,
that age. Like
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I'd say definitely the Laser. Go the Laser SR2. Woo. All right, take it away, Lucas. Wow.
Which version of the Commodore?
Yeah,
Collect
I've
them
owned
all.
A few, and a couple of Toyotas and a Falcon and a few other little things along the way. I think the most recent one that everyone's going to think is the Ute, the blue
Yeah.
Ute. I
that was
really
good.
love that Ute, and
Yeah.
I really miss it, and would have it again any day of the week.
How much would one of those bad boys cost you now?
Probably what I paid for it new.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
gone up heaps.
Yep. What I paid for it new in 2008 is what you'd buy one
Yeah.
the same year for now.
Far out.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a regret.
That was the V8 one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was,
that's the
yeah.
key. The V8 ones are
Yeah.
worth
V8
tons.
6-speed
Yeah.
manual, and it was
manual.
actually mine was even really rare. I've not seen another one for sale. Actually,
You got that car before you had a manual license, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. 12 months before I did, because I got caught on New Year's Day driving it from the cops without a
No
license,
way.
and had to go drive around with my L plates on until I got to get my license. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that one was a SSV and had blue interior as well
Yeah.
as the outside. I've not seen another one of them getting around now.
Mhm. It was a good looking car.
So it was cool. But the most fun car I've ever had, I don't know if you guys even remember it, but I had a little bright yellow Mazda 323, and I only had it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I didn't have it very long. A lady at work gave it to me.
Nah.
Can't remember
A
it.
little manual thing, 4 on the floor, back when we were like 17, 18.
Oh, high school era.
Oh, so no, 20. Well, about 19, 20 maybe.
Yeah, okay.
But really young. Like I was in my first job with American where I worked, and yeah, she gave it to me, and I drove it around for a couple of weeks. It was so much fun. And then one of her kids crashed their car, and she's like, "Oh, can I get it back off you?"
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but that was heaps of fun.
Yeah.
Little 323 hatchback.
Yeah.
Little like 70s model. It was great.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
old school.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a full square one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Isn't it so weird, hey? Some of those older cars just
They're
have
fun to
a
drive.
vibe to
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
And they're like no fuss.
Yeah.
Like maybe every now and then you have to crank it twice to get it started, but
Oh,
it's a
and
part
I-
of the fun. Yeah.
I didn't know how to drive it either, and I didn't care, and just
Yeah.
push it down a hill and try and get the thing clutch start because it's manual. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I paid nothing for it, so I didn't care about it.
Can't go wrong. Mum would have to be a Silvia,
Yeah,
but I raced that thing for like 7 years and owned
Yeah.
it for even longer than that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
you get a bit of a connection at that point.
Yeah.
Well, you drive on the road, and then you raced it as well, took it off the road, and
Yeah.
did everything with it. So
It's funny
I
that
met my
emotional,
wife because of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
that emotional connection you build to your car.
Yeah.
it was a cool car.
So I thought I saw that for sale about 2 months ago.
Oh, really?
Because when I was drifting, a guy hit me in the rear quarter, and when it got repaired, the body line was not put back in because it's like way expensive to do that, and I just wanted it smooth again. And so there's no body line, and I saw one for sale in the same color as white,
Yeah.
and it didn't have the body line, and it had an RB motor, so like a 6-cylinder conversion.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's the one.
Right.
And it was expensive. And I said to Emma, I said, if it's the car, we have to buy it. And
Yeah.
I know it's
Yeah.
been treated really harshly by the two people that owned it after me.
Yeah.
So it probably isn't the same car anymore. But I just like, I have to have that car.
How
back.
amazing would it be if you found your car again?
Yeah, it'd be expensive though.
Yeah.
So I sold it for like 7.5 in
Mhm.
like 2009 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And now it'd be like, you start at 20.
Yeah.
If it was the same car now.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of parts got taken out of it and stuff.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy, isn't it?
crazy. I mean, I love like cars are just one of these weird things where you just get a connection with them and you learn their little quirks and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just so much of your life is spent.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so funny though. Like I'm thinking now, and I've always thought, oh, when I get older, I'll get an old school car, like an old muscle car or something
Yeah.
like that. Just something to have for
Mhm.
like fun drives down the coast or whatever on the weekends, and something to enjoy with my sons.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, yeah, I want to do that. But now I'm not thinking quite as old. I'm looking at like a 2002 V8
Yeah.
Commodore. Like
Yeah.
that's still old school.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near what I was originally thinking. But
yeah.
And it's
I'm
still
trying
at
to
a
find
level.
a good one now, and you can buy it at an affordable-ish sort of price.
You can still do stuff to it yourself as
Yeah,
well. It's
exactly
not like
right.
if you buy like a vintage show car, it's
Mm.
like, man, you can't touch that thing. You
No.
don't want to risk getting anything wrong. It's too
And you still
expensive.
got a lot of the mod cons as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully I'll get one in the garage one day, not too far in the future.
We were looking at a drift car online that came up cheap this
Mm-hmm.
week, and it come from interstate where it was registered, but it can't be registered here easily.
Yeah.
So I've pulled some strings with some contacts, and if I can get it registered here, it'll all be legit. But it's just because it's like a different paperwork process. The Department of Transport need extra paperwork.
Yeah.
If I can get that paperwork, we'll probably buy it. So
Do you want it to be a road car as well?
yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you say what it was?
It's a Safari. So it's a 4-door Nissan, same age as my Silvia,
Mm.
and they had the same motor as my Silvia
Yeah.
as well. It's like a lot of the same parts, but it's a sedan version. So
Cool.
This is a bit of a diversion here, but have you seen, I think it was a Hyundai car that got announced recently that looks very much like a old school, like a Crown.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a modern day version of
Cool.
a Crown. Yeah.
Oh, I saw something advertised,
Yeah.
but it was even older. It looked like an old Chev.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know.
It's like a really old school Chev, but it's got a really weird roof line
it's
on
super
it. But it's brand
fancy.
new model. It's like a
Yeah.
Mercury or something. I don't know, something
Yeah,
weird.
okay.
I'll show you after the show.
Do you remember my Crown that I had? The
Yes.
black one. It is expensive. It keeps popping up
Yeah.
every couple of years, and it popped up recently. And my mate said he saw it, and I think I brought it for like $1,000 and sold
Yeah.
it for like 800.
Yeah.
And then now it's like 12 grand. It's crazy.
What was that car that John had in the garage? The
He had his Cedric,
Cedric.
the
That
big
thing
black one.
was cool. The big black thing with
Man.
the V8, Toyota V8.
Yeah, that was sick.
Holy.
And the gear, we had an auto gearbox that was not working properly, so it
Yeah.
would chirp second every time, no matter what. And
But
it
that
was so cool.
I'd never seen a cool car like that.
And it was
Like,
pillarless 4-door. So like
Oh,
from the front
wow.
to the back, it's just this big open space.
yeah,
Big
That's cool.
V8.
big V8 Toyota, and the thing sounded tough.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
sick.
so cool.
Yeah, that was a real cool car.
Yeah, I love that. Nice one.
Welcome to the car show, guys.
Yeah.
Just-
Sorry, boring.
No,
Next
I love
question.
it.
John's actually got a rear-wheel drive Daihatsu Mira at the moment, like a full conversion, rear-wheel
Yeah.
drive conversion. And
Yeah.
so if you do want a sick car, hit me up and I'll put you in contact. 'Cause he's trying to sell it.
All right, let's go again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're bringing back a bit of the humor, a bit of comedy here. It's a would you rather. All right, Would you rather dicks for fingers or a finger for a dick?
This is good. So
Alright.
we got to piece it together. So if
All your fingers would be dicks,
No, all right.
or
but can you
one
get
finger as a dick.
can you get pleasure from your finger dick?
Oh,
Because if you give away, you know what I mean? Like
I'm saying yes.
so if you can't get pleasure from it, you got fingers on your hands and a finger dick that you can't get pleasure from, so you just can't get pleasure.
True. Or do you get pleasure from all your fingers?
Well, it's not both,
You
right?
never get anything done.
no, I was saying if you didn't and you had fingers for dicks,
yeah.
do you get pleasure from all your fingers?
Oh,
Would you be
you could
always-
get 10 at once.
You would not be
Everywhere, it'd be pew, 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 pew,
It
pew,
would
pew, pew,
not
pew,
be-
pew.
We have video
I
now.
know.
You
That's why I'm
would-
putting on the show. Like, what would you do?
You've
Everything
just-
you touch, you'd be like, oh, I'm just going to rub this out.
You've just eaten a whole bunch of twisties, and then you look at
So
Shooting around the room.
a comedy show I listen to, Kill Tony, has like interview comedians. And like they're like, have you got any special tricks? And one guy said he could give himself head.
Ugh.
And he said it's more like you're giving yourself head than it is you're receiving head from someone else. So that would be the same with the finger thing, right? Like,
Yeah, but what's the problem with that?
No, he's saying
so,
like,
like it doesn't feel that good because
Yeah.
you sort of
Oh.
you're more giving than you are receiving, even though
Yeah.
you're doing it to yourself.
the way
Right.
I've heard it described by someone was the pleasure of having your penis sucked is cancelled out by the fact that you're sucking your penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take you a while to come to terms with it. Like that would be a
I guess you'd know what you like, though, right?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to go here a different angle. So the penis, a finger for a penis, it means it's pretty, like, for her pleasure, that could be pretty beneficial.
Dexterity.
Oh, yeah.
Because you
That's what I was
then got,
thinking.
like, two bend points in it that are, you know...
And nothing's to say, like, you're not going to be like, you can do whatever you like with it. Like,
Yeah.
instead of
And
just,
you get more sensitivity, right? Like more dexterity from your finger feel, like
Yeah.
than a penis. Like you get like a general feel. So
the thing is, you're still talking about the size of a finger.
do you have to trim your penis fingernail?
Yes.
But the thing is, can you have
Only-
your dick finger be the size of your dick, or has it got to be the finger
Well,
size?
mine's already about the size of my thumb anyway. So
Because then that's part of the issue too, I suppose.
So the deal breaker for that, though, is then you have 10 fingers or,
11 now.
you're right, and then 11. So, and by our rules, you can't get pleasure from your finger then, right? So
True.
you would get no pleasure,
You could give pleasure.
but you could give a lot.
Mm.
But then
What
if
would make you
have-
more money as a side hustle?
I feel dick fingers make more money.
Dick fingers or
Oh,
finger
yeah.
dick?
Yeah.
absolutely, it would.
Yeah.
You'd have to wear gloves to protect
Here comes
them.
good
so
old dick fingers.
You'd have to wear gloves in normal life so people
Could
don't
you
get to
imagine
take photos of
Imagine
them.
the parody. It'd be like a Spider-Man parody. You'd just be slinging webs everywhere.
I'd get my thumbs circumcised just so they're a bit different.
Which way do you like it?
Oh dear, they'd be more chodish
Yeah.
than yeah.
It'd be hard to do stuff like imagine trying to like use your keys to open your house door.
You
with
couldn't,
dick
right?
fingers.
You couldn't, and you don't have the bend points, right?
And then especially if a hot chick walks past, you get nothing done.
Yeah.
Just,
Hey,
I can't move my fingers.
why are you looking at me like that?
Why does he always want to high five me? Boing.
Well, all right, I'm going to give an answer because I'm selfish. It has to be dick fingers. Because,
You going?
yeah. Because, like, I love the idea of having a finger dick so it can do, like, some crazy shit. But if I can't get off, like, that's...
What if you could get off from your finger dick?
No, they were saying you do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you do
Because-
get off from it.
Let's say same function, right? Let's
Okay.
say, well, it doesn't say that, but
So you
let's just say,
you don't get off from your hand dicks.
yeah, your finger dicks are just finger dicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
and your finger
Oh, they
dick
don't
becomes a
pew,
dick
pew.
finger.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like if you could do a cum show with 10,
Yeah.
you're making big money. Like
Yeah, yeah.
imagine how much you'd pay
Yeah.
on RedTube to
Well,
see
if that's
that.
the
They're
case-
always flaccid. They can't grip shit. It's like having a bunch of bananas hanging off your arm. Not gonna do anything.
My hands are bananas. I feel like then I'm going, well, I'm changing then.
Finger dick.
I'm going finger dick.
Yeah, finger dick.
Yeah.
Good one.
I'm picturing it just like through the undies, just doing a little wiggle, just doing a little come here.
The question that's always been asked: finger dick or dick fingers?
It's definitely.
Tell us, what would you prefer?
It's definitely going to be the title of the episode. I don't know how we can put it up. We'll have to misspell it or something. Yeah.
Are there any more problems with having
Lady fingers?
lady fingers, dick fingers? Like, can you think of any other dramas with having dick fingers?
Everything would be, like I said.
It'd take you ages to wash your hands if they were uncut fingers, because like you'd have to pull 10 foreskins back.
Oh yes, that you'd have to circumcise all those.
Yeah,
bad
so
boys.
like if you were like doing the garden work, you'd have like bits of grass under them and stuff.
yeah.
That's bad.
Could you imagine as well?
Digging in the sand at the beach with your kid.
We've gone sexy here the whole time, right? But because it's
If you had a dick finger, could you like scratch your own itch without getting any pants?
it's a sexy show, right?
I mean,
But
just like, oh,
let's just think about going to the toilet here, right? So say you're sitting on the toilet to do your full business, right? We all do the thing. You have to hold like your wang down a little bit, don't you? Like, yeah. But if you got a finger dick, that bad boy just points down.
Well, does it point up?
Well,
Which way's
you
attached?
point it wherever the hell you want to point.
Well, you can't turn your finger
only
all the way
goes one
around.
way,
It's attached
yeah.
one way, so it's either
Yeah.
up
I
or
imagine
down.
it goes down like that
Oh,
way.
see, I would
No,
rather it
I'd
going
like-
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
mate, yeah.
Because this is going down. You're not pleasing anyone.
Oh no, it'd be more fun that way. But I like when I imagine if you have one, that's
Yeah.
how.
I can see why you don't want to have a finger dick then.
No, I do.
Mine's tuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up would be the way, but I just imagine if you had it, it would be the other way.
So we're all
Meow.
finger dicks, tucking up.
Yeah,
Tucking her up.
that's
There
a
you-
good one.
There you go, ladies.
Cool.
Don't say we don't think about you.
Next question. Open that bad boy.
We should
envelope.
stop dicking around here.
Oh. Dick fingers, dick fingers.
Have you ever played a sport?
With dick fingers.
Yeah, I've played a sport.
I have played sport.
Played AFL for one season in a really good club, and I played for about 10 minutes in half the games, and we won the premiership.
Boom.
And I was
Premiership
shit.
team.
I
Well
wasn't
done.
good. Yeah.
Good job.
Have you?
That's great. I've played rugby, the real rugby union, from 5 years old till 19, I think. I think I was in Colts. I gave up when I started getting beaten up too much, because I was too little. But yes, I played for Sunnybank Dragons, and yeah, I really want to play again this year. By the way, but I'm trying to rope my podcast members into it. But, yeah,
I've never played rugby, and I don't know how it'd go.
I think you'd be all right.
We'd be
I
the
used to
smallest
play-
guys on the field.
Used to play rugby league.
Yeah,
Played for a number of years.
South Sunnybank, wasn't it?
South Sunnybank. That's it.
Yeah.
And with Goxie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a few
Goxie.
other people. Famous fellow right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that. I played a bit of soccer, just like a night fixture thing as an adult on a Wednesday.
Did you ever play soccer as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Played as a kid. I
Yeah.
did tennis as a kid. I tried a bit of cricket. Hated it.
Yeah.
But rugby league I actually did like for club outside of school. And
I
yeah.
seem to recall you doing pretty well at rugby league. It's
Yeah.
typical Lucas style of looking massively awkward
Yep.
while playing, but actually doing.
It's probably distracting
Half
to the
decent.
opposite
Yeah.
team, opposing team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fullback and I wasn't really great at catching the ball off the kick.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of a key role of the fullback.
I know, but when I did it right. But
Yeah.
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 I was just very quick.
You actually played against friend of the show, Scott. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Edit that out.
I did.
yeah,
And
good point.
yeah, we played a few times. And he was always telling everyone to target me,
Mhm.
which was great fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we went all right. It's good. But yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I've done lots of motorsport.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of motorsport. I got trophies and everything to prove it. I
Yep,
was
that's cool.
semi-successful on a local level.
Yep.
I think I can't remember the quote, but a guy made a quote. It was like, "There's only two real sports. It's like water sports and motorsports. Everything else is a game."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "That's pretty cool."
That's an interesting
Yeah.
Because they are.
concept.
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, that suits me because I'm not good at any of the other ones."
Yeah.
You know, I played sport growing up my whole life and then played the club football as well. And I never once got a trophy for anything.
Really?
No trophy.
No.
They normally give you like an end of year medal
Yeah.
for
No.
being a team or
Got
whatever.
medals.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Got
Just no
medals,
trophy.
got certificates,
Yeah.
you know, all that sort of stuff, but never got a trophy because our team didn't win.
Yeah.
Back then, you had to win to get a trophy.
But normally you do like a breakup day or something.
Yeah, but you get a
like-
medal for like wherever you're
Oh,
at.
we used to get trophies for
No,
a breakup day.
no.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
for like best and fairest
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, no,
all-
we got medals for all that stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So for everything I ever did was always a medal. So
Ah.
I got my first trophy when I was like 30.
Yeah.
For work, we had a big like competition for futsal,
Yeah.
and my team won that. I got a trophy for
Ah.
that. That was my first ever trophy, and it was just a muck around thing at a leadership conference.
Did you
Yeah.
cry?
Not really, but I've still got the thing in my cupboard. I'll tell you what. And then
Yeah.
Harry gets one for participating in his first year
Yeah.
of soccer, snaps it on the way home, and I'm like, mate, I worked for 30 years to get a trophy, and you just don't care.
He appreciates. He snapped that deliberately because he's like, I'm not a winner. I
Yeah.
got
I'm
this
not a
and I didn't
I don't
deserve,
deserve
it.
it.
Yeah.
He was upset. I had to glue the thing back together. Anyway, there you go. Cool.
Sport's cool though. So all of us there. So you did tennis for a bit.
Yep.
Do you feel like I'm trying
good
to
at tennis. I like tennis.
steer Link away from the individual sports? You know.
Oh,
like-
yeah, but there's a lot of skill to learn in it. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't steer him away from it. If he wants to play it, let him
Oh,
play it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
don't, I wouldn't continue to do it.
yeah.
Like, it's something that's good to have a go at and to hone your skill a bit because it's also a social thing.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's individual, but you can go and play each other after work and
Mm.
have a catch up and stuff if you've got the skill
Yeah,
to do
very
it.
true. Yeah.
So I think it's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, group sport's good too. I suppose team, but sometimes the teammates are a bad influence too.
Yeah.
So you just don't know.
Very true.
Mm.
I
Probably-
mean, motorsport's very solo.
Yeah, it's like team, but like there's
Yeah.
only one guy racing
That's
the
right.
car.
Yeah.
So
It's the same with go-karting. Is like it's just you out there. It's really all about you.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
And even when you look at the pinnacle, like V8s and F1 and stuff like that, there's a whole team there, but it's really just about the
yeah,
driver.
you might
Well, that's
know
right.
at most the designer and like the team boss's name,
Yeah.
and like that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And Formula One's the only one you know.
Yeah.
There's like a couple of V8 supercar team owners that you've heard because they've been around for 100 years.
Gary
Yeah.
Rogers.
Yeah. Well, he's doing S5000 now,
Mm-hmm.
and he's killing it. So
And I mean, you guys have been part of a team, I guess, with Speedway.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and like that.
That was great fun.
that
I'd
is
happily do that
there.
again.
It's there, but it's still
Watch what you
motorsport
say.
is still
Yeah.
about the driver. I feel like he's the key component.
when Scotty comes
Cole
back,
Trickle.
I've been pressuring him. Every time I see him, I was like 2-car race team at Speedway.
Hmm.
So you might be scraping cars again.
Which
Man, I
is the
loved
best
it.
way to go, though? Do we go? Midget is the way to go, isn't it?
Well, it's too expensive. I've been watching this podcast. We should give them a shout out. Black Flag podcast.
Yeah.
They're they race modified sedans.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like a lot of Falcons and Commodores
yeah,
and that spec. And they get 300 horsepower out of a non-turbo motor, which is quite impressive.
mm-hmm.
And they hammer, man. Like it's really good racing and it's like
Yeah.
full revs, balls to the wall. So I reckon absolutely that's
Yeah.
probably what I'd do. And it's huge in Queensland.
We just need him
So-
to come back down south, don't we? There's the shout out. Get,
Yeah.
get
Hurry
Scotty back
up.
down south.
Some
Yeah.
point.
Hurry
But
up.
it's
Get a house with a big shed.
It's one of those things we could all race and you don't need a whole team to do your setup. Like
Yeah.
you change just a couple of things like spacers and shocks and that's pretty much it.
yeah.
Where like you're racing an open wheeler, you're always bending stuff.
Mhm.
Mm.
You're always changing a ton of setup because it's so modifiable. Like those high end ones are
Yeah.
just
But
it's
even
too
the
hard.
super sedans, like I remember
Oh,
forever
man.
watching them changing diff gears and,
change a
and
ton.
shockies changing
Yeah.
out and, spacers on the tyres and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. And that's really, like, you got to get it done quickly. I mean, you got more
Yeah.
time in that than you do in, like, V8s or any of the Formula One for your stops, but
Yeah.
you've only got one race between them.
Yeah.
So you still got to get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So it was quite exciting.
Yeah. And the sedans, you can't modify as much. It's a lot more controlled. So we could do it more affordably.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be sick to be out racing with you guys.
Mm. Even
It'd
just
be
going
I think
so
it'd
to
be fun.
I
Yeah.
really miss just Tuesdays or Thursday nights or something like that through the week, like after school, I'd go and meet up at the workshop and we'd be
Yeah.
doing something to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were getting the weights right and, just playing around with it and bleeding the brakes and all the rest of it and just
Yeah.
being there. It's just a good environment.
Soon.
Nice.
I've been shopping for them, so
Cool.
let's do it. Postbox Roulette Racing. So yeah, shout out to Black Flag Podcast. They're on YouTube. A lot of their stuff is YouTube.
Yeah, cool.
So we should give them a shout out and tag them.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of good Aussie larrikins that like to drink beer and have fun.
Sounds just
pretty,
like us.
Pretty similar to
Let's
us.
do it. Let's get amongst
And,
it.
Yeah, they're pushing the podcasting pretty hard and they're innovative in their field like us. So
Cool.
could be good.
Into it.
Oh, this is going very, very deep.
So we're not going to finish the show lighthearted.
I don't think so.
We've had moist and now we're going to have deep.
Damn it.
What do you think about people weighing in on things like Afghanistan and COVID? I think this might have been sent in a while. So for the listeners, sometimes it will just sit in the pile. But a couple of months ago, Afghanistan, everyone evacuated and it went really bad really quick. And then COVID's obviously pretty relevant.
So is this someone having a dig at us for talking about that stuff?
It doesn't seem like it, but like
Weigh in on it?
our job in this podcast is to talk about stuff that people
Yeah.
send in.
Yeah.
So if you have got an issue with it, send it in. I don't care.
Me
but-
personally, I've got no problem with anybody weighing in on COVID or Afghanistan stuff, but it's the media and all the crap they peddle along the way that annoys me.
Yeah.
So that's not,
Yeah.
for me, people having, what does it say? It's the
What do you think about people weighing
in. So
Yeah.
people weighing in is giving their opinion or a bit more of an honest feel about what's going on, whereas media is just hype and speculation.
I've got two things to say. First, it's a good opportunity to say my joke, which is that I've got a pretty bad pull-out game, but it's better than America's pull-out a game out of Afghanistan. So
Very timely, that one.
Yeah. And second is the chiming in on any topic is fine.
Mhm.
I do get pissed off when people chime in and they have no information.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, and it's just feelings.
Or they've only read the news headline
Hmm.
and it's like, oh, this went bad because of this reason. But they didn't realize the context of it or anything, or if the news title was even right. But all of a sudden they're an expert on it. Yeah.
Carl Stefanovic told them something and they'll go to work and spout about
exactly.
it. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. I know where you're going, Lucas, and you are right? That like the more voices that get to say something, the better. But it needs to be a slightly educated voice.
Yeah.
And someone's done a little bit of free thought for themselves and they're not just spouting.
But that's why I
something
feel
that-
when you say weighing in, like you typically think that you're gonna know a little bit about it, or at least have some sort of context. Whereas,
You would hope.
you'd hope,
But
that
it's not these days.
yeah, I'm just sort of going by the wording.
You
Yeah,
go
I
on
feel like
you go on
that's-
Anna Palaszczuk's Facebook or Instagram and you look at the comments and there's like, thank you for keeping this safe. You're an inspiration.
Yeah, but that's
And
not somebody weighing in. That's just someone being.
what's weighing in
It's
on
still weighing in.
her decisions
Oh,
are
I
good,
don't see that.
which
Yeah.
are not. There's a lot of people like that. Yeah, it frustrates the shit out of me. People don't think about it and they don't look at other options. So
Yeah.
what I do when I'm looking into something like COVID is I'll read the for and I'll read the against and work out my own middle ground. But
Yeah.
most people don't do that.
I think, like, look, I'll bring up something that might have been a bit controversial for Postbox. Was we did a post a while ago about, COVID and stuff like that. We sort of dipped our toe into that. And I think the basic gist we were trying to get from that post was like, pay attention, you know, like, and I think that's what is important is everyone just keeps an eye on things. So the more people weigh in on stuff, the better, but you just need to educate yourself
Yeah.
and try and find some different news sources to what you're seeing on the mainstream news and on the radio. And
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess that's where I see it a little bit. Like I agree, but I'm saying like weighing in is like a conversation starter, someone actually having a conversation about it, not just leaving a comment
Yeah.
like
okay.
what you were mentioning.
Or what about a Facebook status or something?
I don't see that as weighing in. I just see that as someone making an informed comment.
I still see that as weighing in.
Yeah, it's they're putting it out as a statement, right? Like
But
But that's short and sharp. Like for me, weighing in is more of a conversation.
some Facebook statuses aren't short and sharp. But
No,
yeah,
I know, but
I know
generally,
I do know where you're getting from, but I think too many people have
But
too big of an opinion on something they know nothing about.
how do you guys handle it? Right. We haven't talked about COVID on the podcast for a long time, and I don't really want to start now again.
No.
But because we have some, I wouldn't even say they're alternative opinions, but they're just not similar to what's on the mainstream news.
Yeah, extremist is what they would call us.
yeah. When you hear someone talk, like, do you even bother trying to tell them your opinion? Like when you hear someone like that that has an opinion that's very different to yours, do you even try and tell them your opinion?
Oh, I ask them more about their opinion.
Yeah.
Generally to see if like there's any basis on it.
Yeah.
Or if they're just repeating something they heard.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, look, if I've got someone talking to me about it, it's generally someone who doesn't know enough
Yeah.
and is just trying to do a bit of fear mongering. Doesn't realize it, but they're actually just trying to
Yeah.
upset the apple cart.
Yeah,
Spreading
okay.
the
So then
hype.
I'll like, oh no, if you actually look at this or think about that, and then they go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't really know what you're talking about, so maybe just cool down a bit.
Yeah. Back
No,
it up.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. Hey, I'm sort of the same as you guys. I want to more listen to what someone has to say, and I'm like, what can I learn from this person?
Yeah.
More than like me trying to convince them of something. Because
If someone's talking about something that I know about, that's where I'll get involved. But I don't like to start it and open up.
yeah.
Like with you guys, it's different because especially you, like we're watching the same things.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, did you see that? Did you hear about this? Like,
Yeah.
we're always in that circle, but
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's a really tough one at the moment with people, and COVID seemed, for some reason, man, I don't know. When it started, I really thought it was going to bring the world together. I don't know. Maybe I have a positive bias.
You thought it was going to bring them together. You were worried. You were really worried.
No, I thought the world was like, when it was first starting, I was like, world over. Right?
But at the end, like everyone's gonna have to get through this together. We're gonna stop worrying about pronouns and actually work together as a civilization.
Thankfully, I was wrong. Right, like it wasn't the end of the world, but I really thought it was going to unify the world and like we'll fight against this thing and all be good. It seems to have just ripped us apart even further. Yeah. But anyway, that's what happens.
It is.
I just can't believe, like, I don't know if it's a part of some sort of master plan, but I don't know how people can be so polarized on it. It's black or white, and there is nothing in between. Like, you can't have any, oh, but I heard this, that was a bit weird. You can't even say that. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the Premier's calling you an anti-vaxxer. Like,
it's so weird. Like, because I've started delving into Twitter a lot more, like just talking to people, like, because people are crazy on Twitter. It's like the funniest thing ever. But like, I have to try and make a conversation a little bit better. I'll finish my comment with like, P.S. I'm vaccinated. You know, like, like because I'll say a whole thing. I disagree with the mandates and blah 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 or whatever I want to say. Yeah. But then if you don't say, but I'm vaccinated, like you just get like annihilated.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But why should you have to wear that badge?
I know.
Like, you don't have to wear it. Unfortunately, I think people do now, but you don't have to wear a badge to say your pronoun or your family background or anything like that. That's just like, it's like, no, just be a human. Yeah. Come on, mate. Like,
that's the thing with the internet, though. Everyone feels empowered to just say whatever they want.
Yeah, I
Doesn't matter what it means.
A lady at the bottle with the rainbow flag on her name tag. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just gonna say, oh hey, here's my beers. No flybys, thanks. Swipe my card. Thanks. Have a good day and cruise on.
Yeah.
I don't need to know what your status is, and I don't really care. And if you do whatever you do, and it's legal, do whatever you want to do. Like, why do you have to have it on your bloody? Yeah, exactly.
Validation.
Yeah.
Stunning and brave to support.
You cock.
To support gay people. Wow, you're amazing. Good job, that person. What a revolutionary idea.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's ridiculous.
It is horrible.
Of course, being gay is fine. We don't need to go around wearing rainbow flags.
But if you're like,
to announce it.
Put your dick fingers in wherever you want to put them.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being proud of who you are.
No.
And you know what? Be proud. You should be proud of yourself. And, you shouldn't worry what other people think.
Yeah.
And to do that, it's really just, I find it interesting because if you're, I don't care who you are, what you do. If you're a good person or a nice person, I'm going to have all the time for you and I'm going to be happy for you and proud of you and all the rest anyway.
Yeah.
What do you care what a stranger thinks?
I know. But people make it their identity, right?
I've never done a mustache before because I always thought I'm going to look like an idiot and I'm going to get judged for it.
Yeah.
But then I really did
You're
it.
right on both.
But on the side of that, I went, oh, you know what? A stranger doesn't know who I am.
No.
They're not even going to know. They're not going to care.
No.
It's the people around me that I know that are going to judge me for it. But I don't care if they judge me for it. I actually would be happy if they laughed at me because I enjoy that.
It's a part of the game.
So I'm like, I'm just going to do what I want to do now.
Yeah.
And not be so self-conscious of stuff that really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Good
so,
stuff. I like
that was a big breakthrough for me.
If I wasn't a professional, like I've been craving having a mohawk for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I would have like one that doesn't get product in it, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't even look like a
So
mohawk. It
flops,
just looked
just-
like a horrible haircut, and that's all I'm about because I couldn't give two Fs what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think.
yeah.
You'll
Like,
get there one day.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
That's good, Lucas. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good way to finish the show, I think.
I agree.
I think so.
That's a nice... We turned a really deep comment
Yeah.
into a positive
yeah, there
thing
you go.
there.
That's all I'm about.
But hey, everyone out there, just all I would say, I just want to finish by saying, like, just research stuff. You know, if you're interested in something and if you want to weigh in, like, check it out. There's a lot of information out there on stuff. And we seem to have bingo cards ready, but like very right wing kind of people we follow on YouTube. You know,
absolutely.
Like, Tim Pool and like, Joe Rogan's probably left and that, but I don't know. You've got to just go and find what works for you and find the information yourself. And
it's not a conspiracy. Like if you watch Fox News on a topic and you go to CNBC straight after,
yep,
they'll tell you two different stories
totally
on the exact same 10-second clip.
yeah.
So like it's not like we're saying go down the conspiracy theories or whatever, but just go survey what information's being put out there and see what seems realistic.
Just don't take mainstream media to be the gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's all it is.
Do you know what they say? Like, so when you watch the news, when everyone used to watch the news on TV, and they talked about a topic that you were actually familiar with, right? And you were like, I can't believe they got this so wrong. Like they missed this. They didn't even talk about this or whatever. What's wrong with them? That's every news story they do.
Yep.
yeah, it is
like,
now.
They do not cover the news.
It's because they're rushing to get it out, right?
Yeah.
Like the first one to get it out. It's like when that child got taken from the campgrounds, and Channel 7 was so keen to get a picture up of the person that they found some other guy with the same name that was a different guy from the same
So
race
bad.
and put his picture up.
So bad.
And he was getting death threats and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
which as you would, like, if your picture went up for that, I would be like, man, what the fuck are you
We
up
thought
to?
we knew.
You know,
him. What
yeah.
the-
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, this guy's just suffering death threats because they tried to get it out and they misspelt his name
Yeah.
on Facebook and stole pictures of that. It's like so gross. Anyway,
Bad stuff.
you want something not so serious? Black Flagged Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Hit them up. They're on
Good.
YouTube. They're pretty good. And if you want to get into
What do they
racing,
talk about? Yeah.
it's a bloke's one,
Yeah.
mainly racing.
yeah.
But it's worth a look. It's
Sort of
very
Aussie
lighthearted,
stuff, or-
very Aussie. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
they're from maybe Mildura or something down south.
Cool.
Yep.
So accents will be doable. Listen to
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
might as well shout them out.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Get
Nice.
amongst it. Good job,
Well, mate,
guys.
Thanks for everyone for hanging in this long. I think that was a good app, actually.
Yeah, it was
Like,
fun.
We did pretty well.
Send through your topics. Send
we
through your
need
questions.
more.
We need it. We need it. We need it.
Send anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah,
Pictures.
It's good fun.
Keep an eye on our socials, guys. We really want to start getting a bit more involved with our socials.
And if you guys are good at
interacting.
socials, share us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and as you can see on this episode, if you're just listening on your podcast app, we're doing real video from now on.
Yep.
So,
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's real.
Like, subscribe,
You,
share.
you
Tell
can
them.
see Lucas sticking his dick fingers in his
You might have actually seen me touching bits anyway, because that's what I do. I'm a guy.
dick fingers might be my favorite question we've had in a long time.
We'll have to do the YouTube thing. It's like subscribe here, watch the next video over there, and ring that notification bell.
Or
the
pay someone for
thumbnail?
a base on YouTube.
The thumbnails are going to be terrible.
The
That's
black
all I
net.
can say.
The
Dark web.
Play the bass. See ya.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna try to do some sounds. Just to try and sync it up later on. Yeah.
Yeah.